Hello everybody, I'm Nora Burrows and I went on a little fabric haul yesterday. I went to a place that's a fabric reuse center kind of thing. Basically it's a nonprofit organization who accepts used fabric and then resells it, which I think is awesome because honestly, I'd rather be reusing, upcycling, things like that than buying new fabric, except you know that I do love to frequent my local fabric store. But let me show you what I got. You have to remember, here's my first piece here, which looks very wallpaper-like to me. This could be a reprint of an older fabric, but the selvage didn't say, so I'm not sure. But with this place, this fabric reuse center, this nonprofit, what you have to remember is that when you go there, you just never know what you're going to get, which is part of the fun. Unlike going to, my local quilt shop, which is one of my very favorite things to do, where you have a pretty good sense of if you need a yellow, you can go find a yellow, and if you need a polka dot, you can go find a polka dot. You really it's hard to go to this store looking for something specific. So I found a lot of treasures yesterday that I'm really excited about. This is one of them. I love this. I love any kind of older looking fabric, but that kind of has like a modern feel in some way. Like in this case, I feel like the colors are really vibrant. This one kind of goes with that one. This is also one that could be a reprint, but it doesn't say on the selvage, so I'm not exactly sure, but I got a good amount of this one. Not sure exactly how much, but probably like 1.5 yards, I would guess, and I love that. I love that color with the black. This is one that I normally wouldn't be attracted to, but there was something about it. And, I don't have a lot of purple fabric, so the lavender, kind of like this lavender gray, was something that spoke to me. Now, this fabric is funny because I had a piece of this fabric, only it was in burgundy, like ages ago, and I think when I got it, I also got it secondhand. So I don't know how old this fabric is, but it's funny that I stumbled upon it because I have the same exact fabric in burgundy, or I used to, I think I used it. But I love this kind of navy diamond. It's beautiful, very versatile. This one is funny. So I don't know quite why I bought this. I do know why I bought this because it's funny. I really love a fabric that kind of makes me chuckle, and this fabric makes me chuckle. I don't know what quilt I would possibly be using this in, maybe like a feminist statement quilt or something. But any fabric that kind of just like puts a smile on my face, I have to get. And graphically, I think it looks really cool. So I'm excited about this one. I love this. This is another one that kind of looks like wallpaper to me. This is a gorgeous fabric. This one was a $7 a yard piece. And I got a couple of yards. I don't know exactly how much, but I think probably 1.5 yards or 2 yards. The colors are gorgeous. The pattern is beautiful. Again, it has kind of like this modern feel, but it is kind of old-fashioned-y, wallpapery. And I cannot wait to use this in a quilt. I'm so excited. This one is a little trippy. I think I would have to use this sparingly because it would make me dizzy, but I love this blue. This is a gorgeous blue. It's like not like a navy. It's not really a cobalt. It's like has a tad bit of teal in it. And then with the black, just great. Love it. This is like the most versatile fabric I got. I mean, this goes with everything. This would go with this. This would go with this. It would go with this. I just love finding a fabric that goes with everything. Goes with that, kind of, not really, but it goes with so much. So I'm excited about this. I got a lot of this. This is a good one. This is a weird one, right? I don't know what I would use this for, but I thought it was super cool. I love all the different shades of brown. It looks almost painted, has kind of like a rustic feel, really cool. And then this one kind of has like, even though it's not really similar, in a way it has something similar about it to me. I don't know if it's the colors or kind of like the rustic feel, but this is really fun. And I could use this in a fall quilt. Really golden, and you can almost feel like you can see the sunshine right down on that wheat field. If you remember from a recent haul video, I think it was called Another Quilt Adventure, I found a bunch of fabric that I was going to make kind of like this 60s, 70s feel quilt, and I'm going to use this in that quilt. I think I'm going to put it with that fabric. This is super cool. I love this so much. The colors, the pattern. This is going to be gone in a hot minute because I know I'm going to use this constantly. This is another one that I'm going to use in that 60s, 70s quilt. Here, I'll put these two next to each other so you can see. It's almost, I just noticed that like this little flower here looks like almost exactly like this little flower here. But these are really fun. Now, this is not one that would normally speak to me, but it did. I don't know why. Again, it's very wallpaper-like. I do love a gray, especially, a statement gray. Very versatile. This is a good one. Now, I have two that are Civil War reprint fabrics. Here's the first one. And I don't love all Civil War reprint fabrics, but I really do love many, if not most, of the Civil War reprint fabrics. And this one is an older one, which means that, if you go to a fabric store, if you go to your local quilt shop now, you won't be able to find this. This won't be around. So whenever I find one that is a little bit older, I want to snatch it up. And this one I think is really pretty with the green puffy flowers. The other one that is a Civil War reprint is this one. And again, this one could even go in that like 60s, 70s quilt. It wouldn't be totally out of place, but I love the colors, the blue, the brown. Blues and browns together are just always classic. This is more of a geometric kind of looking one. Again, I'd have to use this sparingly because it would make me a little bit dizzy, but versatile, red and blue and white, can't go wrong. This one's almost like a shirt fabric and would be more of an accent. Instead of a statement piece in a quilt, it would be an accent fabric. I have two more. Here I have this brown, and this brown is not one that I would usually be attracted to, but I did like the shapes. I did like the pattern on the brown, and it just kind of calms the eye a little bit. So I like this one. And I got a ton of this fabric. There's probably at least 2 yards here. This is who is this? This is a laundry basket quilt. What's her name? I always forget. Adita Sitar or something like that. Let's see. This one is, it doesn't have her name. I think her name's Adita Sitar, and she owns Laundry Basket Quilts. So this is a really nice fabric. And it's beautiful with the little birds. This one could be, like a little boy's quilt. It could be a little girl's quilt if you paired it with like a lavender or a light pink. It could be, more of an adult quilt if you paired it with navies. So this one is another one that's pretty versatile. And I just fell in love with it. I love everything about this. It just looks delicate. From farther away, it looks awesome. And then closer up, when you can see the birds a little bit better, it reads very sweet. It even says sweet blend. So that's what I got. I spent a little bit over $100, which I think is a steal. So shop local if you can. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.